I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Come for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still ballin' like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood dinner. Just stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter what we ate for dinner, so I had to dream it till the dreams.
Well, the roof is closed, but as you can probably tell, the mouths of these Cowboy fans could not be more wide open. It is a frenzied AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D, as their guys will do battle with their opponents. This is Tony Pollard. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line. Oh, none of
that. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Prescott. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
3rd down and 12.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Looking to throw. Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Here's Jackson. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over.
At the Cowboys' 49-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
So back back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. This is caught by Jackson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Smith. 2 yards.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. From the gun, it's Hurts. Left side here to Sanders. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Call it a gain of 3. And that's going to make it 4th down. So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on 4th down. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
To kick off for Philadelphia.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. A give to Elliott. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
He's tackled
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Try and run for this. So not his arm, but hurting him with his legs. A gain of 19 on the keeper and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. The give is to Elliott. Prescott now, option right. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
He was brought down.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Eagles' 46-yard line.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He'll find the rookie from Oklahoma, C.D. Lamb. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Prescott to the rookie Lamb, 1st down Cowboys. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And down inside the 35 he goes to the 32-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
The 2-yard line.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
2nd down and goal. Prescott toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The rookie C.D. Lamb, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. To the air again, Prescott. Pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. That's Derek Barnett coming in and making the play.
It's 4th and goal.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted. Picked up by Avonte Maddox. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
They were in a very good position to come up with a go-ahead score there. A really good drive. Instead, it turns into 6 points going the other way. Psychologically, I don't know what that's going to do to them.
So as a coach, you're looking at that as at least a 10-point swing, right? Because they had the field goal in their back pocket.
They certainly did, and you're right. At least a 10-point swing, maybe more.
Elliott good with a PAT. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Back to it after the pick-6. Prescott.
And this one quickly to Lamb.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had a big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Down. He was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
2nd down, here's Hurts. Caught right side is Jeffrey. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
Complete.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
9 yards.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Looking deep for his tight end notes. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll run with Sanders. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And he's in for an Eagles touchdown.
Sanders, the ball carrier.
Miles Sanders, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
Don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you
Now
just
you
called
can
it.
go.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it. You mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that they've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
They're looking for one that's intercepted. Picked up by Hurts, and they're going Right around the 17-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Hurts.
He's hit by a muscle there as he pulls it in. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Philadelphia.
Zach Ertz, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Eagles add on to their lead. And it's up and good.
Eagles 24, Cowboys nothing. Jake Elliott to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
10 at the 49-yard line.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Dalton hands off to Elliott.
And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
The ball carrier. Fletcher Cox on the tackle. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 47-yard line.
On 2nd and 9. Dalton looking for one. It's intercepted. Picked up by Avonte Maddox. There he goes right side. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. For Andy Dalton last year in Cincinnati, he threw 3 of these, second only to Jameis Winston 7. And he'll be bitten again with the interception and 6 points the other way. Elliott good on the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford it.
Look at this. Big game. And it's picked up by the Eagles. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
You certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time: completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
Dalton and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10
Right at the 50-yard line.
out of the gun. He'll throw.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Fletcher Cox, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. He and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life. And that is intercepted by the Darius Slay. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down. And he'll find a little space. He gets this up near the 10. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's Cameron Johnston now as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield.
At their own 48-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Another chance for Dalton. That was hit, and Dalton lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Now Greg Zuerlein. We all remember the 57-yarder that sent the Rams to the Super Bowl. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That has lots of leg behind it. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on 1st down. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. Keeper. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire half.
It's a foot race. He's at the 40, 20, 10, touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders with touchdown number 20 on the year. And this offense continues to pour it on.
The point after.
I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Prescott from the gun. And Prescott, his third interception. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this be who you are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on first and goal to add some extra mass.
And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I just wonder if before that last play, if someone on the defense stepped in the huddle and said we've been run over, run around, run through all game long. Can we come up with one stop right here? And on that play, they did.
And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Stop short.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a third time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
On 3rd and short, going with their tight end. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Dallas Goedert, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Makes the score Eagles 45, Cowboys 3. Jake Elliott.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half. Okay, because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. And here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 16 yards, a 1st down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's got a 1st down and then some in midfield. And finally brought down at the 43. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Still in search of their 1st touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Prescott to throw this time. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. CeeDee Lamb is intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now Prescott. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. To throw is Prescott. His pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well,
weaving through traffic, and now he's free. 30, 10, touchdown, Philadelphia. Boston Scott, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles are pouring it on. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too? Just getting there and taking off and going. For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that will extend this big lead. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. At the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
At the 28-yard line.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. The keeper good for only 4, and that's going to lead to a 4th down.
4th down.
They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete.
We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. On the counter, Elliott. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Third and 11, and some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime. Here's Prescott. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
A 4-yard loss. It's 4th down.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive, and they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball, but how about them just taking it?
And now off off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Touchdown,
Boston Scott with touchdown number 15 on the year and second of the game as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Elliott now to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Elliott now to kick this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
At the 21-yard line.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Intended for CD.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. Lacking much success. Just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Prescott now. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 30 yards there, and of course the first down as well. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And again, it's Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and...
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Prescott yet again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll throw again. Prescott. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he's into the clear. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick 6 TD.
Jake Elliott on.
That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down.
At the 23-yard line.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Over the middle, hauled in by Williams. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A good pickup there of 22. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's second down. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Oh, my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Vontae Maddox. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. They'll go again with Sanders. And he's taken down inside the 30. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Rosen on the keeper. A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 30-yard line.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Rosen on the keeper.
So first and second down went the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. And they will take a knee here.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Philadelphia, they continue to rack up the victories as this one moves them to 13-2 on the year.
And they will head home for next week's contest. That is against Washington.
Meanwhile, for Dallas, it's another loss as they now fall to 4-11. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is